Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. To return is Naheem Hodge. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. First and 10. Oh no, right at the start he loses the football. And the defense has it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
Man in motion here is Tucker. On the ground, here's Zamir White. The ball comes out. The Browns have it. Big opening up the middle. Inside the 30. And he's going to score. Do you believe this start? Opening minute of the game. Fumble recovery and a touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop him with the defense, but and that is as big. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. Second and 7. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. To the goal line and in. Robert Bowers. Touchdown, Raiders. It's his second touchdown of the year. And a special moment as the rookie catches his first NFL touchdown.
And the more they can develop this young tight end, Mike, it just gives this quarterback additional weapons, and it's just going to make this offense even more difficult to stop.
The tight end, his first career NFL touchdown. Do you remember yours?
Oh, man, I'll tell you, I can recall it like it was yesterday, Mike. We were up Sunday night, primetime game, Lambeau Field against Brett Favre and the Green Bay Packers. And the previous play, Brian Urlacher recovered a fumble probably around the 20, 25-yard line. Brian Greasy was our quarterback for Chicago, and the ensuing play, threw it up to the left corner of the end zone, and, Mike, guess who called the game? None other than the legendary John Madden.
Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10. Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down. Out of the gun, Watson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That is such a critical area on the field, Mike, between the hash marks and the numbers. Everyone wants to control the middle of the field. Every offense is targeting it. So what does the defense do? They really pack it. So for a quarterback to be able to put this ball out on the perimeter, it just really stresses these defenses, especially in their coverages.
On first down, Watson. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Watson to throw. That's into the hands of his receiver, Watkins.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike, but listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays, stay ahead of the chains.
Watson now on 3rd down. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. K.J. Hamler, touchdown Cleveland.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start this on the ground. And here's White. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. In motion, that's the tight end, Mayer. Play action now with Minshew. He'll find his running back, White. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A give, and here's White. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And 3rd down coming up. From the gun, here's Minshew. Open man, left side, he's got it. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run here with the rookie. And that'll be a pickup of 3. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings us 2nd and 7. They face 2nd down and 7. Minshew gonna look to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Myles Garrett, the All-Pro, there to bring him down.
Myles Garrett is able to bring him down for a sack, and that's something the reigning Defensive Player of the Year was able to do 14 times just this season ago. I'm not sure there's a more dynamic or dominant defensive lineman in the entire league.
And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
So after 1, pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back in Vegas after this. On 4th down, last year's All-Pro punter A.J. Cole on now for the Raiders, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. A short gain there to about the 22. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Shotgun snap to Watson. Downfield by Hamler. And he will dive into the end zone. 78 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The drive begins with a run by White. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. Tackle there by Michael Hall. 2nd down and 8. Minshew. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
To the air on 3rd down, it's Minshew. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
This fielded inside the 35. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field.
At the 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Not much. Second and long coming up. On play action, it's Watson. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Max Crosby, motor always running, gets there for the sack. Third and long. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. Fourth down, Dustin Hopkins now for the Browns field goal. This from 40 yards out. Hopkins' kick is good. And the Browns build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, first and 10. Here's a give up the middle with White. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Zadarius Smith, the linebacker, in on the stop. Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw, Minshew. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Minshew from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Off play action. Here's Watson. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Cleveland.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points, but either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
2nd and a yard. They'll turn and hand this one off. And a nice run. He's got a first down tackle made right at the 35-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground.
He fumbled the football. One of the Raiders has got it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Moving the tight end right. On 1st and 10, it's Minshew. They'll set up the screen to White. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Now timeout Vegas. That is their 2nd. As they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Minshew. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Minshew out of the pistol. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
All right, Mike, at this point, am I allowed to call timeout? Because I would love to talk to both of these offenses. Listen, guys, ball security. Protecting the ball is the #1 rule in football. You got one side losing it on a fumble, the other side gives it right back with a pick. I mean, come on, guys. As an offensive guy, I want to see big plays. I want to see long drives, touchdowns, not a game of hot potato bouncing the ball back and forth.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Raiders 7.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Man in motion here is Tucker. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now Minshew. He gets this one to Tucker. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
In motion, that's the tight end, Mayer. Here's Minshew. Is incomplete, just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given, but it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw them on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders are back within a score. It's now 17-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Drive will start on the ground, and nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
To throw on 2nd down is Watson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing is Watson. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Off the play fake, it's Minshew. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end, Bowers. And he will go all the way. Bowers. Touchdown, Las Vegas. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Here's Hines now to return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Watkins motioning over. On 2nd down, here's Watson. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Njoku. And they will bring him down on the... side of midfield.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Has some room inside the 30. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. It is a big play for the Browns. 37 yards. From the shotgun, here's Watson. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but...
And he's in! Touchdown, Browns!
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started.
Next to score, Browns 24, Raiders 17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. In motion, that's the tight end, Mayer. They're going to go play action now with Minshew. And this will be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Here's a 3rd and 10. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. That's caught left side by Bowers. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Raiders 17.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back is Minshew. They'll get it to Bowers on the screen. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And that is intercepted by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
First and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Watson. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Big time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the fourth quarter. Massive third down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
Third and long for Watson. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Fake the handoff. Now Watson. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target, and it'll lead to a second down. Here's a run going left, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Throwing on 3rd down. Watson. To the left side, he's got Njoku.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? The reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. Now on comes Dustin Hopkins in a pressure situation. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations. A lot easier to convert.
And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At the 28-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Nick Chubb, and he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Second and 7. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this out to his running back.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On play action, it's Watson. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Here's White. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake just feeds the next. It feeds frustration. And all at the same time, it's leading to questionable throws and easy picks.
To the ground, a 1st down run. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. They get 24 on that one. 1st down, Cleveland. They'll stay on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.